Hello everyone and welcome back to Shelter 2, and we are here with Jett, who is in the mountain area currently looking for collectibles. Her kittens have all grown up successfully, they made it to adulthood, they survived, and now she's here on her own, and we're going to spend a game year running around with her and looking for various different collectibles. So we actually, if we look at our collectibles, we have very few of the mountains ones. We have none of the special ones. There's just a lot we have left to find here, and so I'm hoping this will be a very fruitful day. But we're just going to let her wander around, see what she can find, and hopefully we will be able to figure some of this out and find some of the collectibles that are in the mountain area. It's a very cool region. It's really beautiful. We never really get to appreciate that because we're always scared for our lives when we're here, and so it's kind of nice to be able to just roam around and experience the place for what it is without having to worry about kittens starving and impending disaster and all of that. So we're going to be exploring around, and I'll probably just show you guys clips of that. And we'll spend basically 1 year in game here, and so the time the next autumn rolls around, then we'll head back to the den and we'll finish off Jett's story. And you guys will have the chance to vote for one more lynx that we're going to follow for this season, and then we will be wrapping up the season here. I think we'll probably have another season, maybe a little sooner than we normally do. You guys really seem to like Shelter 2, and so I'm definitely thinking about bumping up the frequency here and maybe running seasons more often. So we'll see. We might be back in Shelter 2 before too much time has passed at all. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and let Jett do some exploring, and I'll check in with you guys whenever something interesting happens. So I came back down to the river here. I kind of started to leave, but then I came back because I realized winter is going to be our only time to explore the river as it freezes over like that. And I wanted to do that because I have a hunch that maybe something's around here. Now, I don't know for sure, but there definitely could be something around the river area here that we wouldn't be able to access at any other time. That is the case in the tundra map, of course. So I also when I was running around, there was literally no food, so something's definitely wrong with the spawning, and I don't know what exactly it is, but something about that isn't working the way it should, and so in survival mode, prey doesn't seem to spawn in the tundra in the autumn. It's back by the winter, or not the tundra, excuse me, in the mountains. It's back by the winter time here. I did see a hare running away, but it's just not at all present in the earlier month of autumn. Season. Season is the word that I'm looking for. It's just not there, and so it's a very dangerous time, and if you're not careful, you may not make it with all 4 of your cubs. We've lost many cubs here in the mountains due to not having enough food, so that's definitely something to be aware of. Is there prey on the other side? There's not. I wanted to look around here as much as I can, though, because if there is something out here, then I want to find it while we have the chance, and we need to be looking carefully, otherwise we may not. Now, there's more river on the other side. I'm going to head that way as well, but I wanted to start on this side just because it seems like there's more river on this side, and so we're going to cover as much ground over here as we can. I will go ahead and just show you guys some of the, I'll show you guys some of the clips if anything interesting happens while we're out here, but I kind of just want to let you know what we're doing, so you're going to see us walking around the ice for a bit here. There is a huge waterfall here that's frozen over, but it's actually not ice all the way up to it. I'm glad I saw that. I almost didn't. But yeah, it's pretty cool. There is a waterfall here, and I'm wondering if we can cross at the top. I'm not certain, but I'm going to go check it out and see if we can see what we find poking around up there. Doesn't look like you're able to cross up here, so we're going to head back down and try to explore the other side of the river. Yeah, you just turn around if you get too near to the edge, so we're going to head down and try and explore the other side of the river before winter ends. So I see a collectible here. It looks like it's probably a rare one, given that it's out in the middle of the river here, where you can only really get to it in winter, as far as I know. So that was one of the rare ones. So it's some sort of egg of some kind. I've actually never seen this before, so it just goes to show what a little exploring can do. So that's one of 5 rare collectibles found. In fact, I think I see something else down on the ice that way. So we're definitely going to head in that direction and keep exploring. I'm not quite sure what it is, but if it's a collectible, we're going to go find out. Well, it looks like this is the end of the line on the other side. We can't go any farther than that. And so we're going to probably poke around here on the opposite bank then, see if there's anything we can find. I hope we don't get stuck, but I believe this is actually the way to one of the other areas. Yeah, this is actually the way you get to the tundra area, although it actually looks like there's more interesting things on the other side. So I'm going to head back this way. We're going to poke around in that little area where we kind of got caught with our cubs a few seasons back, and we'll see what we can find over there. See if we can figure out where we are, where we ended up going, and where we may not have had time to explore due to the fact that our cubs were starving. So we're going to head that way, and I will see you guys there. There is definitely something over here. I've never seen this area before. I don't know what it is. There's collectibles here that we have not found, but there's definitely something down here, and we're going to go see what exactly it is. It looks like a swampy area. It's almost a circle of trees, so I might snag one of these hares on the way down just as an extra little snack. Alright, he's going to run this way. You can kind of steer him a little bit depending on which way you run at them. They'll try and run away, so you can go ahead and do that a lot of the time. Are we going to be able to get down there? We might not be. It might be cut off. Oh, that'd be a little disappointing. Oh, no, we can get down here. Okay, I hit a rock. Alright. There's definitely something down here, though, because there's ledges to jump up on. I've never seen this area before, so I'm guessing there might be something big here. Usually the collectibles are kind of, the big ones are hidden in areas that can be a little difficult to access. So I have a feeling that this, because it's so far from the center of the map where you usually spend your time, it's well off the beaten path. And so I have a feeling something might be out here. What? Oh, it's just telling us how to get up here. Oh, that actually worked perfectly because there is a collectible here. But I have a feeling there's going to be something else around. And I want to find out what it is. Oh, we can't go farther that way, can we? No? Oh, yeah, we can. We just got stuck. Oh, here's another collectible right here. It's a very interesting kind of wooded area. And I don't know if we're going to be able to head up this hillside here. Perhaps. It looks like it. Oh, maybe we can catch this hare on the way. And... whoa, what's up here? Whoa, there's a whole area up here. Look at the northern lights, you guys. Wow. I didn't know this was here. We've been through this map how many times, and I had no idea this place existed. Where are we currently? We're like up behind. Oh, maybe we've been here before. Maybe we've been here and we just didn't know it. Oh, I think this leads up to one of the roads out, possibly? Oh no, this is right by the start, actually. So I'm gonna go back towards that tree area because this is where I think we're gonna find something unusual if it's around here. I have a feeling it'd be in this area because this is definitely one we haven't seen, and it's kind of a unique region. So I'm definitely gonna see what's over here. We're gonna poke around in these woods a little bit more, but that kind of connects back up with the start. That's interesting. I didn't know that was a thing. There's probably a few more collectibles dotted around here, too, that we haven't seen just yet, because we only found, like, 2 of them when we were here. But I'm going to continue to investigate, and if I find anything while I'm investigating here, I'll let you guys know. Oh, there's a mushroom back here. I don't know if there's more. We jumped up on this ledge, which is new. Never been up here, but I think that might be all there was. Yeah, she doesn't want to go that way. So I think that might be all there was. If not, I'm probably missing something, and you guys are gonna be going, Jay, you missed the big thing that was really super important. But yeah, we can come back and get it again some other time. I just find this whole area fascinating. So I guess that's what that. Well, no, that's not. So I think there's a number of different places here. Oh, and there's something interesting in that gold area too, it seems like. I don't know what that is. There, like the gold area off to the left, it seems like there's some sort of symbol there too. But I'm going to head back the way we came in and see if we can go up to where there was kind of that brushy sort of symbol. I'm going to go see what that is, because sometimes those can be significant as well. But honestly, you guys, even if we don't get collectibles out of it... Oh, here's another one, speaking of. But even if we aren't getting collectibles, half the fun of this game is just the cool things you run across. The cool little regions that they spent their time crafting and making them interesting and unique and exciting to explore. Even if it's not necessarily something with a real practical purpose to it. And it looks like spring has arrived as well. So there is a thing up here that I wanted to take a look at a little bit farther ahead, like a little brushy area, and I want to see what that's all about. We found some collectibles in this area, and we may be able to find more. I don't know. So I'm going to kind of investigate that as well. I don't think we're going to catch this hare. Oh, maybe. Oh, we did. We managed to catch it anyway. But we're going to head off around that corner and see what we can find over there. Now that we've replenished some stamina here. I like to be able to run, and sometimes you lose that. Okay, hold on. Am I looking in the right spot? Yes, we have to go down. We gotta go back. Wait. That's the river, though. Oh, maybe it's not. Oh, wait a minute. There's something down there that I don't really know what it is yet. Alright, is this a slope? That's another drop. So we gotta go down and around here. Maybe we can catch one of these hares? Maybe? Maybe? I keep passing some of them by. We're gonna... Oh, we got him just in the nick of time. I thought we were gonna get the other one. I was like, we're gonna run out. But no, we just barely made it. So there's like... Oh, I didn't mean to interrupt that. But there's like a brushy area. You can see it on the map. That's around here. And I want to investigate that and see what it is. It looks like maybe those trees or something. Oh, no. Is it this? No. No, it looks like it's over here. It's a swamp. Okay. This is new. I've never been here before. Okay, oh, there's something over here. I see it sparkling. That's just a rock by the looks of... Or like a crystal. I think a rock or a crystal or something that we managed to collect there. There's... Oh, there's... Oh, holy moly, is that a snake? That's huge! That's like that must be like a Titanoboa skeleton or something, one of the really big prehistoric ones. Because that's fairly insane. And that was back here by this brushy area. So I have a hunch that a lot of those areas perhaps have to do with something a little bit mysterious that we can run across. But holy moly, that was a huge snake. Oh, there's a pheasant here if we can catch it. Oh, can we get it? Maybe? Maybe? No? Nope, we're not going to get the pheasant. Alright, we'll find something else to eat. I'm going to continue to investigate, because if you look at the map here, you can see there are a few other regions dotted around that seem kind of unique, and so I'm going to be checking out, like, there's that tree by the river there. There's all kinds of different little areas that seem kind of unique, and so I'm going to be taking a look at some of them and seeing if we can find anything interesting there. So I will continue to keep you guys posted as we run into some fascinating new stuff along the way. There's caves here. There's something in the cave. There's a hare in the cave. There's a hare running in and out of the cave, but there's like a rock back here. What is this cavey area? This is still really close to where I found the snake, by the way, and I'm a little worried that these are bear caves. So this is where I am. You can see where the snake was more up by there. Oh, there's bones here too. There's a lot of bones just laying around on the ground, and a lot of people think that Shelter 2 takes place maybe in an older era closer to prehistoric times, because you find stuff like that mammoth tusk and things. See, here's another area, another cave. But you find stuff like the mammoth tusk and stuff, and so a lot of people have speculated that maybe Shelter 2 comes from a slightly older era, a little bit closer to prehistoric times when the animals of the Ice Age still roamed the Earth. And I mean, who knows? It's kind of hard to determine. There's no humans we can see around here, so we can't use that as any sort of measurement. It's not like we run into some sort of ancient hunter or something, or anything like that. But I don't know. It's kind of impossible to use as a metric because we can't prove that it's modern. We can't prove it's prehistoric. It really just takes place in the wilds, and so we have no comparison for how old the setting of this game actually is. we don't know exactly what's going on with that. So, oh, I'm gonna try and catch this guy. We got him. There we go. I had trouble eating a pheasant earlier, and I don't know. Oh, it's gonna let me this time. It wouldn't let me eat one that I caught a while ago, and I was kind of frustrated by that because I was hungry. But we're gonna continue on our way here and see if we can find anything else. And there's nothing in those caves, but maybe there will be somewhere else along the way. Well, we're at the tree, and I don't see anything except the skeleton and the deer I just killed, and this cliff. So down there is where we found that egg, so it does seem like maybe this is a little bit of a landmark of some sort. So maybe it's not that everything's going to be right there, but perhaps it's more of, it's going to be somewhere in this region. There's, the deer are like running in and out of the lake there. I don't think... Can we? Oh, no, we just sprinted straight into the water there. That didn't work out so well. But anyway, I'm going to go investigate the areas around some of the other landmarks that we've seen, and we'll take a look at that and see if we can find anything there. Deer are still running around, but they got farther away, so we're going to do that. So another one of the landmarks on this map is the big stone there, and you can actually see there's like a piebald hair in the background there. We'll try and snag that so you guys can see it. Some of you guys have commented going, what's that strange looking hair? Well, this is what they look like. They're like a piebald between the brown and the white. So we'll go ahead and eat some of this guy here. Well, I guess we'll eat the whole thing. No sense in wasting it, even though we're not needing more stamina necessarily. We're going to be moving on, and so we're not going to be able to eat it later when we might need it. I guess we could have carried it with us, but that's kind of a pain. But I think somewhere around here maybe there's going to be something, because, I mean, we can see on the map that this is that big old stone. And so I bet there's something... Oh, the camera's freaking out. I bet there's something around here if we can find it. I don't know what it would be, but I bet there is something around here that might be of help to us. There's a ledge here that I didn't know we could get up on. That's always interesting. We can actually circle around here, perhaps. Is there anything we can see? Nope, we really can't do too much with this area, it looks like. Even though we got up on this ledge. Oh, we're spazzing out a bit, okay. But there's got to be something around here, and I suspect there's something to do with that big tree in the lake area as well. I just don't know for sure what it would be. So there's a big stone in the middle here, and I don't know if there's something around it or not. I'm gonna keep looking. That was lucky. I'm gonna keep looking, and I'll let you guys know what I find. I seem to have found something, at least an area. Weird little back area, but I don't know if there's anything significant to it. In fact, I'm kind of thinking there's not. It's just a little back area here, a little back trail. Oh, I know what this place is. Okay, yeah, there's not anything really significant about this, except apparently that I missed a collectible here. I didn't know this was back here, but this is the trail that leads kind of right behind this area here when you first come in. So there's one more area that I wanted to take a look at too before we go, or actually two, but I don't think we can reach the other one except maybe in the winter time. So I don't think we're going to be able to check that one out because we'd have to cross. But I wanted to take a look at the little kind of fence looking thing down this way. I'm not sure what it is, but we're going to try and find out. Maybe we'll see if we can figure out a way across so that we can take a look at that other thing too. So I don't know, can we... Oh, we missed the pheasant, darn it. Alright, we'll keep heading in this direction and see what we can find. Man, I was really bad at catching that hare, apparently. Alright, so the fence-looking thing is right around here. Not sure what it is. Not sure exactly what's it's supposed to be. I guess maybe it's this. Maybe it's these reeds. Is this what it's supposed to be? We're not quite on top of it, but we're pretty close. Yeah, I think that's what it is. I think it's just this little pond area. So that was a lot less exciting than I was hoping it would be. And I don't know if we're going to have a way to actually get across this area or not. So we'll see. I'm going to try and take a look at it, but we may not make it across before autumn gets here. And I don't really want to wait around through winter, so perhaps we'll save that for our next lynx to come and take on the mountains here. In any case, I'm going to poke around, see what I can find. If there's anything more that we run across, I will definitely let you guys know. Well, autumn is here, and we've had no luck. We weren't able to find another way to cross, unfortunately. We did bump into another collectible kind of randomly, but I think we only can cross when the ice is there, and so that means we can only get across in the wintertime. So unfortunately, Jett's story will have to end without venturing to the other side. We'll leave that for one of her descendants. And speaking of descendants, you guys are going to have the chance to vote for her heir. I'm going to put a poll in the video, and I'll be doing it as a card this time, and you guys will have the chance to vote for which of her kittens you think we should follow next. But for now, we're going to make our way back, and we'll see if we can head back to the den and end off her story, because unfortunately her time with us is drawing to a close. Her story will go on without us, but we won't get to see what she's been up to, and we'll have to leave that up to our own imaginations, I'm afraid. So we're going to have her start heading home here. I'm kind of hoping something dramatic will happen on the way, just as some final dramatic send-off. It's kind of terrible, but I don't know. It feels like something should happen. It feels like we've had a very calm episode, and maybe that's just because I'm used to the perils of raising kittens and not roaming the land by ourselves here. But I don't know. Maybe it's for the best that she gets a rather calm send-off and not something crazy and dramatic here. We'll have her head back to the main area, the main forest, and return to her den as the days darken and the land descends into autumn. And there she is, alone again. It must be quite the change to not have her kittens. I mean, she's been alone for a year now, but nevertheless, I can imagine it would still be quite the adjustment from having had to care for them intensely, from protecting them from predators, to making sure they had enough to eat, to now they're out on their own and surviving, and now things must feel very, very calm to her. And it must have been quite the transition. But I don't know, a lot of you guys think that this could be her going and finding a new mate, and perhaps that means her story will continue, that she'll have even more kittens in the days to come, even if we don't get to see them. So we'll have her follow the stars here and return to that meadow that we have grown so accustomed to, so familiar with. We'll have her head back out there once again, and we'll see who she might end up meeting there. So let's have her follow the stars through the woods, these familiar woods, towards the mountains here. Again, I say this every time, but the constellations are honestly, the way they drew them up there is really, really cool. I love the art style of the game, and I really think Might and Delight did an incredible job with it. They really they got a good solid feel to the game that sort of there is basically it's like the feel of the wilderness, that kind of wild, almost magical feeling. They captured it so simply, and I think honestly it's amazing to see what they were able to do here. But here we go. Let's see who she finds in this dark and distant meadow. We'll see who's waiting for her here. And we'll creep up the hill. She's very hard to see in the dark. She blends right in. Nighttime would be her time to hunt. And she would be like little more than a shadow. We don't really get to see the days pass. We see seasons pass, but it would be interesting. I mean, it would be very hard to hunt at night like this, but in the real world, lynxes can see very well in the dark, and so I imagine she would have a very good time of being able to blend in and spot her prey. Is that a white lynx over there? I think so. It looks like it. Oh, that's so cool. Such a difference of light and dark here. I feel like that's kind of almost fitting, almost poetic here. But I don't know, a lot of you guys have different theories. Some of you guys think it's a new mate. Some of you guys think that it might be one of her kittens. Some of you guys think that it could be an ancestor. There's a lot of different theories here. But in any case, Jett's story, or at least what we've seen of it, has drawn to a close, and this new chapter that's beginning will begin apart from our sight. So we'll have to let her go into the wilds, away from our view, and we'll be continuing on with one of her kittens in the future here. I talk about this whole idea of it being kind of like how researchers will collar an animal. They'll put a radio collar on it and they can kind of follow it around. They can see where it's going. I've talked about that before and how that's kind of like what we are doing here, but I feel it really is a fitting image. It seems like it suits kind of what we do here. We get to see just a snippet of our lynx's lives, and it's not quite all of it. There's a lot that goes on that we don't get to see. But we still do see quite a bit of it, and we get to know them quite well. We learn a lot about them throughout their story, and it is hard to let go. I mean, I've done this dozens of times now. I've played through Shelter 2 more than 20 times. We have a huge legacy that we've built up, but it still is hard to say goodbye each time. Every story is so unique, and it's hard to let go of those lynxes, but at the same time, whenever one story ends, that's when the next one begins, and so it's like stepping from one chapter into another. There's always a sense of loss here, but there's also a sense of a new beginning, because we're going to have a new story that's going to unfold. Who knows what it might bring? The future is open before us, and we don't know what it might hold. We don't know what we might find there. It's just going to be a journey to get there. But it also is amazing to see, too, how many people worked on this game. I mean, that's something that eternally will amaze me. How many people go into an endeavor like this, into creating a game, and how many individuals came together to make this game possible here. And I also do love how at the end here it always says special thanks to all mothers. I think that's just a sweet and fitting ending to this story, because I mean when it comes down to it, I mean lynx moms have to be tough. They raise their kittens all by themselves, and yet they do it, and I think that just is a good picture of how tough moms can be. But this is where we're going to have to wrap up this episode and bid farewell to Jett for the last time. So we're going to go ahead and end off here for today, because it is about that time again. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. But until then, this is Jay, over and out.